Hi, this is my demo for the Android 210 final project. My initial idea at the beginning of the semester was to give my 12-month-old daughter a way to kind of entertain herself by drawing simple objects that are configurable and ultimately savable into a collection of favorites, in case she really liked what was being drawn. So let's take a look at this. This landing screen is a relative layout, just got 4 buttons on it, a way to draw, a way to change the settings, and then two more buttons to deal with managing your favorites, but we'll get to that. So let's take a look at what currently happens when you click the draw button. It loads a canvas object, which is something we didn't go over in class, but is there are many demos online that are pretty well done. So this is a pretty simple object that's being drawn. It takes a point and then calls a function which draws a circle a certain number of pixels around that point. So let's take a look at the settings. So I've got a couple list views in this settings fragment. One to define, to change what you're actually drawing, 6 options. The circle, square, triangle, and star are all single point based. The circle and square are just a function call. The triangle and the star, you have to use a path object, which is just a way of defining a set of points and then connecting them and filling that shape. So I'll show you quickly the star because it's the most complicated of the two. Let's draw that. Click, and it's a star. So you can see the actual click point is in the middle, kind of upper middle of the star, and then 5 points are defined around it, and it's just kind of go over a certain number, and then do the path object, which is just literally saying go to this point, draw a line to this point, go to the next point, draw a line, and then continuing and fill that. Pretty straightforward. So let's look at something that does something a little different, which is called it a tadpole. It's set the background color to white. Why not? And just because it's a tadpole, let's make it green. Okay, let's draw this. So in the actual canvas code, there is a point object that's just sitting out there, and after everything's drawn in this scenario, it sets the current click, or it sets the last point to the current click. So then on the next click, when it draws, if that point is not null, it will draw another circle at the last click, and then a line to connect the last click and the current click, and it kind of looks like a tadpole following your screen around, or your mouse around on the screen. Kind of along the same lines, but a little more complicated. They also gave a caterpillar. Let's look at that. So in this setting, there are five points. They're just stored in a array, and I only keep the last 4 in the current click, so it looks like it's a caterpillar following your touch around. A little more interesting than just a circle. And along with this, say you really like a certain setting you come up with, and you want to save it. So you really like your caterpillar, so now it's going to give you a toast saying that's been saved, and let's go look at that list. So right now it's just a green-white caterpillar right here. So let's draw something else, just, so that has something else to compare this to. So go to the settings, and let's just do a circle, and change both colors so it's obvious what's happening. So the canvas color will be red, and the circle will be black. And I really like this, so let's save it. Black, red circle. So let's go back to that list. So the two things are there now. So what's currently loaded is the black, red circle. Let's click on the green, white caterpillar, and that'll load this canvas screen again. So this canvas screen is just reading the current settings in the settings fragment. It doesn't care where the click into came from. All it cares about is what the current value of the settings are. And as you can probably guess, that means that when you click something on that list from the database, it is just overwriting the current settings. So here's a black grid circle, and you can see that it has reapplied those settings to the settings fragment, and that is what is being drawn now. So it's a pretty simple way of just drawing objects on the screen, and yeah, thank you very much.